and escaping the heat to be in the magnificent Nolan Gallery. My name is Dean Stevenson and I've been here, you've probably seen me, which is why you're back, seen me here at the piano writing a piece of music which you're about to hear. This installation, as you may have read on the little O device, is about endurance and creativity and the courage to finish a thing despite how crap it might be. I was feeling quite good today. I thought I'd wear a summery shirt, just fake it until I felt good. So yay, hi. So it's about just finishing a thing, because we've all got endless amounts of things that we've never finished. Things that you just go, that sucks balls, no, not gonna do that. That's not as good as Picasso, or that's not as good as Dean Stevenson. So I won't bother finishing it. But this installation is about having that courage to at least finish the thing, because if you finish it, you can always go back and fix it. And I think my suspicion is that, for myself anyway, and I imagine this is probably quite common, when we go to make something, if you do something quite often, as I do music, every day I probably approach the thing in the same way. I'm probably still chasing the original germ I felt when I was, this tall and fell in love with music. That doesn't go away, and I probably go for the same sound every day. But what I get better at is realizing pretty soon when it's a bit shit and when it needs to be better. So that's what it's all about. So I have to finish the thing before this incredible quartet arrives. So it's one thing to write a piece of music in a day, but they're just dots on a page and I don't know what it sounds like yet. So this quartet is about to make a real, ladies and gentlemen, Alex, Anna, Hayato, and Lucy. So we're going to start to rehearse it. We'll play, we'll stop and start, and we'll use pencils to annotate. If you see something you don't understand and you like to ask a question, this is a great opportunity to do so. If you've ever wanted to talk to someone in a quartet or ask to have a chat about the creative process, then I'll come back to you periodically and we'll have a chat. So don't be afraid to ask even the people up on the balcony. You can also talk as well. Hello up there. Today is day number 86. It's the 86th day that I've sat and written a piece of music, which is all going well so far. So we're going to get into it. Think about some questions if you'd like to ask, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Thank you very much. All right. So at 1, 2, 3, 4, when you get to bar 5, you essentially just got the low note. And then you've got, and then you so everyone takes over the others while the others, yeah, okay. That's what'll happen there. I may have rewritten that rhythm as a staccato crotchet later on, but it fits the same. Yeah. So that's a bit of a thing we'll do together. Nice, it's all kind of light and bright and bouncy. If there's a staccato dot, then it's particularly staccato, I suppose. If there's not, it's going to be quite light anyway. There were some bits to talk about, but I can't remember any of them. I totally will forget again when I hear it. Let's just have a go from the top and see what it sounds like. Okay, starts with cello for the first 2 bars, add viola, 3rd bar, 4th bar, 2nd violin. Bar 5, everyone's in. 1, 2, 3, So everything's quite nice and loud in here, because these guys are noisy at the top of them. Is that rhythm in bar 9 obvious? That's not groove. What I might do is, I might make yours come in on beat 2 rather than the end of 1 in bar 9. Let's make it 2. Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Nailed it.
Go from bar 5. 2, 3, 4. random empty bar?
I don't know if that's. It hasn't got rests or notes or. Is that bar before A?
Yes, it is empty.
So is it just four
Just
rests?
put a rest in.
Okay.
Just put a rest in. Put a rest.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. From each to go from bar 9, is that good to go from?
Yeah.
Bar 9. 2, 3, 4.
I wrote mine, which is why I.
Let's go from A. Figure A, please. That's not the note A. That's an alphabetical rehearsal mark. For those who.
Confirming 2 before C is still pits.
2 before C. 2 before C. Yes. Yes, still pits.
This time it will.
Yes, yes. From A. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Just after B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 after B.
Yeah. I can kind of break it how it's written, but I can't do like a strong chord.
No,
Just the way it's
can we
written.
get so that the top note is on the beat too? 1, go, to Lee. I
Yeah,
just
okay.
want to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Break that.
It's just the way that the compared to.
Yeah.
They can do it essentially. It's a bit.
But 3 notes, 2 of them are on one string.
Of course,
Yeah.
but if
But you want me to
break
just
it,
roll it? Yeah.
break it,
totally
and
do
the
that.
top
Yep.
note comes out on beat too.
Yep. Yep. No worries.
I reckon a bit more beef when you've got the on the I know.
From the
That's just the way
A
it's
to the
written.
A. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. That's it. Cool. Let's go back and look at that top it again. It's going so well so far. Going well so far. Extraordinary. So, these are professional cyclists. This is the first time I've ever seen it, and they just did that. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? I'm coming up with questions next. Think of your questions. Be bound to have them. Right, let's go from the top again and see if we can get that far through it.
So 42 down, up, down.
There's no pianos in here. It's always too soft.
Down, up, down. Nah.
Just want to say it now. 'Cause
30. Oh, there. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry.
a top. Let's go to the top. See if we can get that far again. 1, 2, 3, well so far. Going well so far. Thank you. Okay, now's a good time to, you've heard it, you may have imagined yourself somewhere. Anyone think they're in a piazza or a pub or a gutter? Who's had an inspiration? Nothing? No one. Does anyone have any questions I'd like to ask? Who's going to be the first? There's always someone who's dying to ask a viola player why they bothered to play that. And not something else. Got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Anybody got any questions? No chats? There's one over here, sir. Yes?
So I took competition in high school, and we were always taught, like, write what you know. What was your inspiration for sort of composition, and, where do you get your ideas from?
Right, yes, write what you know. Yes, that's true. Where do I get my ideas from? Probably my shirt today, to be honest, as I was trying to fake a summer vibe. It changes if you do it every day. So this is day 86. I did it before I started this. So it changes every day because you use all of your, if you only do it every now and again, then you've got a backlog of your favorite teenage music and your childhood memories, and you put all that through. But after a while, if you do it like I am now, I'm actually I've used most of those up. So I don't necessarily have many of those left to pull out anymore, which is why I think I was talking about going back to that familiar first point of music, because I've used most of it. So now I guess I look for inspiration in the day, however I'm feeling, whatever's happening in my own life, or whatever's happening in the museum. And today I just needed to kind of write an up piece. So I came in prepared to write speed, that's all I knew today. And then this has happened. There you go. Yeah. Any other questions? Thoughts or ideas? No, or I'll go back to it then. There's one over there. Well, there's two here. Whoa. At the back there, sir. Does the crowd noise have any effect? Says me trying to cut my ears so I can hear over the crowd noise. Yes, it does. It used to be downstairs. The first 55 or so days were downstairs in a very quiet room, and the music was different. Yes, you might have heard me say to the quartet before. as low as piano. Piano is the musical term for softly. And so I don't write that anymore because it needs to be moderately soft or moderately loud in this room because it is just a noisier room. People up there having a nice time going ooh and ah. So yes, it makes a difference in this room.
Is there a sense of fortress in playing?
Did you say is there a sense of a fortress?
Is there a fortress? Is there a sense of community that backs or hold back the team so that it has no impact?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
I'm just wondering, while you're playing, do you feel that noise is something outside your experience?
Well, I look around and I see all of you people with their faces this way, so clearly, well, these people are engaged and the noise is coming from over there. So yes, I guess everyone's invested, so that feels quite good. And I think perhaps everyone's listening because we're rehearsing, and that's not something that you see every day, right? Rehearsals are not something that are common. We tend to see the finished thing, but this is how things get made. Yeah, so I guess that's part of the inside of this installation. So as you walk by with all of your joy and your noise, you can see something get made from scratch. And if you stick around all day, then you get to see it assembled. And in about 20 minutes from now, you'll hear it all the way through, and then we'll all just feel really good about life. Is what I hope. Yes. If I have a good music I do in the middle of the night. Yes, I'll do that. I'll allow myself that. I'll kind of whistle into my phone or something or other, and I'll do that. I've done that on the way in too, just whistling in and whistle a melody. Go, oh, there, got one. I don't listen to radio or music in the morning, so if I have an idea, I will catch that. But I also don't. If you've also read on the O device, I can't work on this again tomorrow. This is the only time this is going to be performed, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow it's a brand new piece, so after today this is kind of dead. This is the one and only time this gets performed. I know, sorry. Make it good, guys. Another question somewhere? Oh, you said. Do I whistle because I'm not a good singer? Yeah, very good. Actually, no, tell you what, I did go to the conservatorium, but I didn't study composition, I just self-taught. I went there to study voice. Yes. 4 degrees, motherfucker. Don't make me sing.
You could do that one day. Do a quartet with voice.
Yes.
Where'd we get to? Let's go back a bit. Let's go to the end of the gentle bit. The end of that coming out. K. What's the K? Yes. Do the Pressure's building here. Pressure's building. Just the crescendo. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
seven.
yeah. Yeah, R7, 2, B,
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thank
R7, yes.
you.
Maybe, yeah, maybe shorter, yeah. Yes, shorter. Off. Yep. Yep. And although, yeah, and I know the short quavers, but I suppose not too short, otherwise we can be like those, we don't get that reinforcement at the bottom end.
Lined.
What I might do, back when we had those downs, where were the downs, we just played them. Downs.
After M.
Oh yeah, it's about 3 after M. I might make those bigger. So rather than getting loud, make them all big, all fortissimo.
Oh, okay.
3 after M.
Yeah.
Yep, so down, rake. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's just check that ending again. P. And the P. D. That's how it ends. So now you know when to clap when we get to that bit. It's good to let people. Never done a cha-cha-cha ending before.
Sorry, a
There
bit
you go,
sharp.
my first cha-cha-cha. Yeah.
Which ice block is that?
What's that?
Which ice block is that?
Yeah.
Ice block?
Is the
The
cha-cha-cha?
inspiration.
Oh,
The
man.
striking one.
Okay. Now we're getting close to playing it all the way through. Has everybody got a drink? Has everyone discovered the bar around the corner? And you can get pizzas there too, I believe. There's some pizzas around if everyone's still a bit snacky. Does anybody have anything they'd like to ask or chat about before we go on? Oh yes. Yes. Has it changed me? Yes. Absolutely. If you do anything long enough, not only I was about to say something that might not go down too well. There's a great feeling in saying in showbiz, if you do something long enough, the weirdos show up. No offense. That wasn't what I meant to say. If you do anything long enough, obviously, you know, your beginning level obviously gets higher and higher and higher. So I did lots of long pieces. My longest pieces were in the first couple of months, and then they got really short as they got quite dense. Someone sent me some videos, and I kind of got super into French harmony and stuff, and so they suddenly got really quite complex and dense, and therefore very short. And now they're probably getting a little longer again. So it definitely changed me. But I still maintain that point about going to that first thing that I've always done every day, but you just get better at fixing stuff, and you get quicker at laying it out on the page, and having the courage to go, just keep going for a while, and then go, well, I'll just see where this goes. Or the courage to go, the last 5 minutes, delete it because it was awful. It's still awful. It'll never be any good. So it takes a bit of courage to do that, rather than just put it in the shelf and go, no one will ever know I fucked that up. Because that's not good for anybody. Yes, sir.
Does it get easier to pick up the music?
The question is, does it get easier for the quartet?
It gets easier to read it.
Yeah.
It gets easier to read it, yes it does.
It does get easier to read it.
Yeah.
These guys are professional sight readers for a living.
Do you mean within the day? Do you mean as we're doing it now?
Was your question about does it get easier in this hour, or does it get easier over the days?
Yeah, over the day.
Over the days.
It's what we do anyway.
Yeah. Because these guys, these guys play with the TSO, so they would show up to rehearsal on a Monday and start to work on like a Mahler symphony, and then they'd do it on Friday, and then they'd start to work on Beethoven the next day. And they're sight reading new repertoire all the time. So this is pedals. This is nothing. These guys are.
It's good to do that. It's good for us.
I wasn't searching for compliments. I'm saying these guys read all the time. Yeah. There is a bit of a thing though in that, I think I've gone through a bit of a battle, and sometimes I just want to write maybe some really long, slow stuff that I like to listen to when I go home, like white noisy kind of stuff. But also I want to be able to honour their ability to make amazing music. But at the same time, I don't necessarily want to throw lots of notes on the page just because they can play it. So there's an interesting juggle there. Yeah. Yes? That's exactly what I do. What's the process at the end of the day? So I do keep a little log, I keep a journal. I'll probably publish something at the end of this about how I felt and what I did and what failed and what was good. And I have a little spreadsheet and say 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, never want to hear that again, delete all records of that. I've started to come in when all of you noisy buggers have gone home and when the museum's quiet and record some. In the quiet room, so there's my favourites, if you like. But what's interesting, I do keep a log, and I literally on the folder at the end of the day I'll write great, top pick, awesome, shit house, whatever. And some of them I've written meh, whatever. And then like a month later I go bang, that was awesome. So it's a strange rub, but I am recording them in ways that I would give the quartet longer than 40-45 minutes to kind of to knock through it. So I'm doing that. So at the end of it, who knows what'll happen. But as it is. Because right here on this stand in front of me is the internet. The internet is watching, ladies and gentlemen. So all of these will get live streamed to my YouTube, Dean Stevenson Music. So the whole process is live and seen and visible. You watch me, you can watch this anywhere in the world. And over on that music stand by the piano there is a mailing list. So if you want to stay in touch, and if you can actually get the last take we do, because we're recording, that's what the microphones are for. You can get them into your inbox, so if you actually like to hear the live recordings and own them for yourself, you can do that too. So check your name on there and you'll find out, just like this gentleman here. He's been waiting all afternoon for me to cue him, just so you know what to do. All right, we're about to push through this piece, I think. We'll do it a couple of times and it'll just change and evolve, and maybe I might even get off the stage, because it always sounds better when they do it without me. It always does, it's a weird magic. Should we go from the top? Yeah. Okay. Nice and proud. summary and up. Now, if there's any other questions, we'll talk, have a quick chat, and if there's any questions from you, we'll go through them. And then it's going to get much better because they're going to do it without me. I think it's going to be much better. Always is. Always is.
I was just going to ask the bar before K.
Bar before K?
Do we stay MP? Paolo's got a solo-y thing at K.
Do you stay MP?
So we stay MP.
Oh,
So it feels
no.
like in
Come
the
off
Accelerando.
come with 4 days, I reckon. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll be under you.
Yep, yep.
But, so do you want a little crescendo, the bar before,
Yes,
and
at the
the Accelerando?
Accelerando, absolutely. Yeah. You got the Accelerando written before K?
Yeah, bar before.
Yeah, good.
I'll stay for you.
And L must be faster than K.
L, yes, L is the factual allegro, yes. Yes, goes up again.
Fourth of K, long, short.
Yes.
We're talking
Long,
Boeing now.
Long, short, fourth of K. Not sure if you have that.
What's interesting is now you might have heard the melody a couple of times. Listen to the inside voices. Listen to the viola and the second violin. You've got to hold the body and pay attention to what they do inside. It makes a big difference. And they're amazing. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to say or ask before we go through it one more time? Yes, sir. 86 days, yes. 160. Yeah. So far. Yeah. About.
Mr. Walsh.
Yeah. I might make the new. Yeah. 160. Okay. You ready?
She's over there.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, got two bars. Take
Just got more flow and energy when they can just do it themselves. The only reason why I sit here is because we're all new at the piece when we start, but only big groups need a conductor because they can see each other. One of my better endings, one of the more obvious endings, tells you when to clap. Clap now, please. Thank you. Does anybody else want to offer anything? I have anything to say before we hear it one more time by this fabulous the quartet: Alex, Anna, Hayato, and Lucy, ladies and gentlemen. Extraordinary. So this is this installation is a particular thing, and again, it's one thing to. My job is not to inspire people. It's not what I am here. But if you are inspired, yay, well done. But just do something all the way through. See things to an end. And admittedly, yes. What my job is. To finish something by the end of the day. Yes. 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 That's correct. Yes. Well, I'm on my own all day. Yes. I'm just basically playing with myself at the piano all day long. Yes. Thank you. So if you have the courage to see something through, do it. Just get on the graft of yes up the back. There's the question. She's been very inspired. Yeah, well, that's one. Great. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I suspect anything I said about my creative process, you can probably make a near enough analogy whether your thing is sculpture or writing children's books or finger painting. They're all kind of the same approach and delivery. But thank you. Well done in your. Congratulations to you on your endeavours. As well. So thank you again, and one more time, day number 86, please. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That is 4 p.m. for today. Tomorrow, day number 87. Tune in, put your email down if you want to stay in touch with the project. Have a lovely life. Thank you.